Hey everybody, Jeff of GCurse Productions here. I hope you're all having a great night. It is 9:29 on Friday, July 22nd, 2016. This is just basically a update letting you guys know what's going on. This is mainly going to be revolving around, the Unsolved Mysteries series that I've been working on. I just thought I'd let you know what the next episode is going to be, and this next episode is actually a unique one because there's no definable way to figure out if there was a crime or not. The case is known as the Santa Cruz Island Bones, or the Stanton Bones, or Stanton Ranch Bones, or however you really want to call it. It has multiple titles. But I'll post a link to the wiki when I post the case, like I always do. If you guys saw, I actually posted a list of the episodes or the cases I was going to cover this season. The problem is I also actually removed that schedule or the list because it feels like it's a schedule, and I just don't like working on a schedule. I just want to be able to, do a case when I feel like it. Try to do at least one case a week. So, and to the people who's asked me, who's sent me messages and asked about, requesting special, me to do a specific case, don't worry, I'll get to that. Don't worry. It just may take a little bit longer, I hope you all have been enjoying the cases that I've been doing. I try to do, cases, that are not always solved. And I actually, just recently did a case which there was the Dana Point Jane Doe. That was actually solved. But, I try to do mainly the cases that have not been solved because I want the people to, to be able to help, get these cases solved, This also leads on to the, something that I actually received a question. And it talks about the owners of the TV series Unsolved Mysteries, and if I would want to, maybe I would want to do a partnership with them, and the answer is no. Absolutely not. And here's my reason why. To me, they're kind of, to put it blunt, they're a bunch of jerks. Reports are that there are people who try to, do these cases or do a top 10s list or whatever, and they'll get an email, and the people thinking, well, it's the people that higher ups of the guys who created Unsolved Mysteries, that has all the official information. Well, yeah, why not? Work with them. My favorite show. I'll work with these guys, show them how loyal I am to the show, and then come to find out that these same people basically will send them basically a cease and desist order, telling them to stop posting any top 10s list, anything that basically promotes the show. And that'd be fine, and to me that's fine, but it's the reasoning that's really what's upsetting to me. Their whole thing is, well, we can't allow anybody to air any kind of footage or any kind of because we basically, the show is all, when we made the show, it's owned by the guilds, the director guilds, the writers guilds, or whatever the fuck they call it, and I honestly don't buy that. I really don't buy that, and here's why. Because they then go on to say that they've been looking for avenues to show unsolved mysteries like Netflix or Hulu, and basically it's a money issue. Wait a minute. So you originally got after people and told them it's because the show's owned by the guild, but then you go do a 180 and say, well, we're looking and we want, basically nobody's willing to pay us or whatever the fuck their reason is. So what is it? Is either A, the guilds own it, or B, you're a bunch of money grubbing assholes? And this is where I get pissed off, because the fact is, they should not. I consider this to be like the whole kind of tied in with like O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson does everything possible to try to profit from the murders. He's done a book, if I remember correctly. He's been, tries to get on TV. He tries to fucking profit from death. And to be honest, that's how I view these two people that own the show. People have fucking died. If it wasn't for the deaths of these people, all the way back to like the early to mid 80s, up to when the show finally died in like 2000 or whatever it was, when they did that shitty remake of it, with that Dennis Farina guy. They've been basically pushing death, and they've been profiting from the deaths and the disappearances of these people. They should not be able to get a fucking cent. Do the people who are disappearing, who have disappeared, do their families see any of this money? No, I highly doubt it. To me, this should be like a documentary show where they do not see a fucking cent, because they can crowdsource these things if need be. But just the fact is, we're trying to find some place that can meet our demands and all that shit. No, you're just greedy. You're fucking greedy. But that's basically my that's why I do not want to work with them. If I get like a message or an email from them, and it's from those people, I will fucking round file that thing. That I won't open it. It'll go straight to the fucking dumpster, And that's what I think pisses them off, because I do I have oh god, like funding, whatever the hell it's called, is where you can monetize. It's monetized, but the main reason is that I've never even made a fucking cent. I'll be honest. I've done videos on YouTube for fucking 10 plus years, and even though I have them monetized, I've never earned a fucking cent. So basically, as I always say, that this is a hobby. But to me, I feel like I'm doing a service that they're refusing to. There are people who have died, who have disappeared, or have suffered injustice. I'm trying to get their stories heard again, because these two assholes who own this show, and I don't believe it's the guilds at all, they basically said, "Fuck you, give me money," as to quote Angry Joe. They're basically saying, "Fuck you, give me more money." And I just don't like that business model, especially when it's dealing with people and people dying and shit. Like, one of the best case and examples is the Gordon Page Jr. case. I know his parents are dead now. But the fact is, by fucking hampering YouTube, the YouTube community, this case could have been solved already, if they did not come down on, issuing the copyright claims. And I don't believe them at all when they, like I said, I don't believe them when they say, oh, it's the fucking, the guilds and all. No, it's not. It's you. It's you. I'll say it because a lot of other people are afraid to say it. It's you. The Cosgrove and Mueller or whatever the fuck their names are. They're just they're old world or old, you know, they haven't moved into the fucking new millennium yet. They still think in the ways that they did in the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, and all the way up to the fucking 90s, where basically I own this and you can't do anything. Ha ha. You know, so that's why I don't work with them. I've watched too many people get their hopes and dreams crushed. Say, hey, you know, I don't get it, man. I'm a fan of Unsolved Mysteries. I love Unsolved Mysteries. I love what they're doing, but they just came after me, man. They issued me all these fucking warrants and shit. These fucking cease and desist, and man, I was just trying to help, and I got a fucking copyright strike. You know, you're seriously gonna fucking copyright someone who posts a clip of a case about possibly a family member or something, and that they just want their loved one either found or their murder solved. You're fucking going to actually go that far? You're scum. Okay, well, with that out of the way, but yeah, so you know, I know I went off the rails a little bit. It's my opinion, you know. But back on to what I was talking about. The next case is going to be the Santa Cruz Island Bones case. I already got the script set up for what I'm going to say. I got the majority of it all done. I just got to put it together. I got to do the narration. I'm hoping to actually have it uploaded either tomorrow night or Sunday morning. And the next case after that, I'm not sure. I was actually thinking possibly about it's actually a rare duel case. It talks about the disappearance of Hugh Harland and the death of his wife, Diane, I think it was. Diane Harling or Harlan. But it's actually a pretty unique case because, like I said, it's one of those rare duel cases. Basically, a man and wife lived. They basically became legends in the town that they lived in because they were so eccentric. The guy basically felt like that you only work when you feel like wanting to work, and that basically let the wind take you wherever you want. He was, not to be blunt, he was a hippie. If that's the right term. And his wife was like a total 180. She was like to me, I think she was like a bitch. Reports are that she actually fed her own husband dog food or cat food or whatever it was. But the thing is, the lady, I think it was dog food, because the lady was like a notorious dog woman. I mean, she had like all these, just these ratty old dogs, and she honestly cared more about the dogs than she did her husband. Now, I understand you love your pets and everything, but it's like you got to draw limits. And this woman, she just loved her pets more than the husband did, than her husband. And one day, she was actually found dead. Well, the weird thing is, after her, it was a few years later, and her husband's name was cleared and everything. They don't think that he did it. He disappeared. So, they're like, why did he disappear? Nobody ever figured that out. But like I said, this just goes back to like that rant I had. I don't know if there's any members of the Harlan family, if he had any relatives, but I'm pretty sure that they would like to know what happened to Hugh. But because of, this Cosgrove or Crosgrive or whatever the hell his name is, and his partner, they just refuse to, let the people Just do a decent thing. Let the people post these cases. And like I said, it goes back to when I made a video of what I have, God, I have so many fucking cases. I have like hundreds of cases that if they allowed us to fucking post these cases, I would have 300 plus cases ready to upload right now. They're already labeled. All I gotta do is click on upload. But I know right now if I did, it wouldn't serve a point because of the fact that I'd get copyright, out into the atmosphere, Okay, so basically this was my channel and episode update. In closing, like I said, next case will be posted either tomorrow or Sunday, and it is the Santa Cruz Island bone case. Hope you all have a nice night, take it easy, and stay safe out there. Good night.